Hello and welcome back. Nice grass here, nice, soft, and aromatic, I would say. So, even those fire-breathing salamanders cannot spoil my mood when I'm enjoying my grass, you know? You know what I mean. You've experienced the same thing exactly, where you're enjoying the grass even though there are fire-breathing salamanders around you, haven't you? Welcome back, friends. Here we are in the middle of Til Ruinen, trying to solve the next riddle by the mysterious Humphrey Rumming. Mysterious and what's the word? Hysterical and a little delusional and whatnot person. Anyways, foul great beasts with sharpened claws, black furred pelts, and fanged maws. Fanged maws. Coursing the woods, they take their prey, torment their victim at last to slay. So the torment the victims at last to slay said last time, let me back up. Last time I thought, wow, that might be a bear, right? The bear chest. But then said, well, bears they don't torment before they slay their victims. So I said, well, what else has a good pelt and stuff? And well, I was thinking about wargs. So my guess is, excuse me, my guess is that actually we should be looking for a chest of the warg, which I thought I saw last time around here. And so that's why we're here, guys. Well, of course, to deal with more salamanders and also deal with an egg growing a brand new tiny salamander. So we have to destroy those as well, and plenty of them. What is this one? The bat. Yeah, the bat was the answer to the riddle last time. Let's see. I like, by the way, guys, that with the new interface update, we can now look at the map like this and have the quests shown on the map separate, so not overlapping like this. You always have to drag it around. I like that option. Anyways, where am I? I thought maybe it's up on the hill, the chest of the warg, but it was around here somewhere. Aha! Yes, here. So I believe that's the answer. I might be wrong. And we shall see in a minute, but let's first destroy more eggs. We need to destroy about 10 more salamander eggs, and or at least 10 more groups of eggs, not necessarily 10 eggs, because sometimes there are 2 or 3. Also, let's see, it looks like we have to defeat 90 salamanders total. Wow, what's that cool statue up there? So well preserved. That's weird. In any case, if for the basic deed we have to defeat 90, then we have to defeat another 180 for the advanced deed. So there'll be a lot of salamander hunting going on. Now I remember from last time that those mossy rocks over there was where a bunch of salamanders were nesting. So I think there are a bunch of eggs around here. Yes, I'm a salamander. Yes, we're talking about you. Those raised stones here are interesting. I don't know if it's a natural occurrence or it was a part of a building, but it looks semi-natural to me. Maybe they were raised to a point. No, they look naturally standing like this, actually. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting shore. Yes. More eggs here. That's good. There are more eggs here. There are more eggs there. And we'll be happy collecting all the fare. Okay. 5 out of 12. Well, and now it'll be 6 out of 12, but still plenty more to wreak havoc on, or upon. So, shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure the island is medium-sized. Won't take us too long to find more eggs. The clue was that they like to nest around the shore. So yeah, here there's some more. And of course, more salamanders would like to attack us. Which is so fine and well because we need to work on our deeds, you know? We have defeated so many already, and we haven't even yet finished the base deed, so somebody has already destroyed those eggs. I wonder if was an accident. One of the male salamanders stepping on somebody else's eggs or something, but I definitely didn't destroy those eggs here. Okay, so here we have another group of eggs. Those are giant, by the way. Because the grown-up salamanders, I mean, they're big animals, don't get me wrong, but they're not huge. So those are pretty big eggs, if you think about it, to rest inside the belly of the mom. Like 3 of those, or 4 of those. Okay, so we're up to 9 out of 12. Okay, let's explore a little more. Oh, there's a turtle there as well. A crawling rock turtle. Crawling rock shell. A crawling rock shelf indeed. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I don't want to bore you guys with too much time being spent on looking for eggs, but I believe since we only have to find 3 more, I think that shouldn't be a big problem. Okay, turtles on this side of the island. So maybe over there. Maybe over there is another place where they would like to nest. We shall see. Okay. And here we are. Well, we have to swim. Okay, I see a couple over here. And that should be good. And then we need one more after that. Which I thought, I mean, could be that one over there, for example. So, we're good, guys. We're good. And by that, I mean that we're not evil. Okay, good. More eggs here. And without hesitation, let's swim to the last batch of eggs over there. Oh, it's kind of shallow here. I didn't expect that I could just walk most of the time. And then help with my sword to swim. It's an interesting swim tactic. Or swimming style. Alright, guys. Yeah, set me on fire. Then what do you think will happen? I'm next to water. See? It's all done. Now let's destroy the last of the eggs here. And that can actually covered a good portion of the eggs we saw around the island. So I think this time we did something a little more meaningful in the sense that at least for a while their numbers will stop growing as quickly. I'm not sure how often they can lay eggs and whether they need a partner to do that or not, but because you know sometimes reptiles can lay eggs without a partner. So let's talk to Humphrey Rumming.
Oh dear.
Bah, that riddle was too easy, was it now? I thought you said it will be harder than the first one. Even a child could solve it. Well, anyway, the point is, Humphrey Rumming's secrets are not for you. You have no conception of the magnitude of my wisdom. The terrible secret of the salamanders is not for your ears. Okay.
Can I have a word with you?
So now what? Let's see, we completed some more deeds here, which is fine, obviously. We reached the virtue cap though, so let's see. Let's go with confidence next. Let's see what he has to say. More riddles for us, of course. All right. One more riddle. One more. Hopefully it's the last one. This one would truly challenge your lore mastery. Again, I give you a key to a chest. Again, I challenge you to show even a thousandth part of the brilliance of Humphrey Rumming, wisest of the wise. So, here you go. Lesser get of Ankylos's spawn, talon claws and fang-gaped yawn. Fang-gaped yawn, I like that. Scattered tears would surely flow, so he his children laid so low. That's a good one. Lesser get of Ankylos's spawn. I'm not familiar with Ankylogon. Taloned claws and fang-gaped yawn. Fang-gaped yawn. Scattered tears would surely flow, so he his children lay so low. Rumming's remaining riddle.
I don't know anything, I'm
You
sure.
solved those first two riddles by asking someone, didn't you? I thought so. No, I didn't ask anybody, I asked myself. Don't do that. Solve this one on your own, even if the solution requires some splitting of hairs. Oh, sorry, splitting of hairs, that's gross. Splitting of hairs, and some precise thinking.
What can
Okay,
I do for you?
I can still see flecks of shell in your hair. Okay, enough of hair and hairs. This plan will take a while to resolve, as we have not done anything to the current spawning of salamanders, but hopefully, as they are driven out, with none to replace them, we can reclaim this island. Yeah, I think realistically all we can hope for, um, look at there is that we diminish their numbers and slow their spread,
Stay a moment.
which might be all we need to do for the sake of Middle Earth. I might be seeing things. I have been out here a long time, and Humphrey is not exactly the sanest of company, yeah, to say the least. But I would swear I saw a young salamander riding along the back of a lake skimmer as it danced over the water. What? Oh, if I did see this, and this can actually happen, it could be disastrous if somehow the salamanders were carried across to the western shore of the lake, where they could begin to multiply and spread without any natural bounds to stop them. I mean, I already saw salamanders on the mainland, but head to the beach and destroy any lake skimmers you find. We cannot take a chance on this. Walking on water.
What do you need?
I know I sound as mad as Humphrey, but I cannot ignore what I saw. Or think I saw, as I am still not sure I believe it myself. Maybe the skimmer was just going above it because it can skim and then the salamanders were just swimming under it and not riding on top of it. I don't know. Who knows? But worth exploring, worth checking now. Let me see here. Alright guys, well, so this is quite the riddle, but it mentions very significant entities. I know about Scata. Scata is a major dragon, I believe. I didn't know about Ankalagon, I still don't, but my guess is that we're talking about a dragon, a drake, a worm, you know, that kind of stuff. And I thought, and I might be wrong. Yes, we'll defeat you, don't worry. Screeching Lake Skimmer. There are quite a few here, aren't there? My point being that I remember I saw a chest of a dragon or a drake or a worm on one of the small, not really an islands, but like rocks around here. And so I'll take my chance with that, if I could. And I might be wrong too. But, Chest of the Worm, that's it. So this should be good. I think that's a good guess. Unless there is another one, like a Chest of the Drake somewhere, and that's the answer. Because it could be a Drake. And worms and drakes are related, but they're not the same. Okay, so for the walking on water, It's anywhere around here, that's good. Let's see. Well, more salamanders are always on the menu. We just completed the regular deed, but they'll be on the menu for quite a while, for sure. Because we need to defeat 180 more of them, or abouts. Now, let's see. There should be more skimmers around here, no? Not that we'll have to avoid all the salamanders as we look for skimmers, but still, I want to be somewhat efficient. Yes, come out of there. Come out of the bushes. Come on. Come on now. Okay, I'll fight you in the bushes. We'll fight them in the bushes. We'll fight them in the open lands. Oh, the skimmers. Oh, the salamanders too. Kind of cool. The lake skimmers. Is it the coloring or something? But I like them a little better than their brethren other places. Now, similar looking overall, has a definitely almost identical body structure, but I guess different patterns and colors, and those are somehow more appealing, if that can ever be said about the skimmer. Okay, we're back into the land of salamanders, so we should try and let's see, we need 5 more, so maybe I'll meet you guys once I'm done with most of the skimmers, so that I don't bore you too much. Alright, and we found a cute little broodling, but it still counts as a skimmer, so finally we're done with defeating those. Okay, let's go back to Lugatir and Humphrey Rumming and see what he has next to offer us. Maybe he actually is in possession of a real key that might be useful for whatever, but I doubt it, or at least I'm not certain. Okay, let's start with him. Whoops, I kept walking because I'm so absent-minded these days.
What do you need?
Well, I suppose you think you've won? Well, you haven't won. You haven't won, not by a long shot. You never beat me, not Humphrey Rumming, no. Oh yes, right, the salamanders. Ah, I had forgotten. Well, since you acknowledge my greatness, my preeminence amongst all lore masters, I suppose it would be all right to share my secret, since you have proven yourself worthy. Barely. Not 1 in 1,000, 1 in 1,000,000 could have solved my riddles. So now, listen closely.
Please stay a moment.
It happened like this. As one of the world's greatest lore masters, I happened to be doing some research on the ruins of Tolobel. It seems the last owner was a great warrior, and he took a number of trophies from the Angmarim at the Battle of Fornost. That part might be true. These trophies include a pair of axes. That's strange. Such little eggs too. Well, naturally, it was a challenge to see if they could be quickened after all these generations. You can imagine my pride when they hatched. Cute little salamanders, tiny little efts they seemed. Truly learned lore masters call them efts, you know, and I encourage you to do the same. Whatever. But these little efts just would not stop growing, and soon they began to grow hostile, and after that came the fire. The things breed so fast. I managed to plant the original dam and sire in a cellar in the ruins here. Since then, well, I have been trapped. I mean, I've been studying them, yes, but now you've come, you can kill them. You're a hero, aren't you? Right. Here, take this key. Slay the dam and sire. The other salamanders breed much more slowly. Oh, if that's true, that's good. That's good news. Now that you know the terrible secret of the salamanders, it's up to you to stop them. The terrible secret of the salamanders.
You startled me.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get to it. Kill those 2 salamanders. Scoreship requires it. Scoreship requires killing of salamanders. Sure. Use the key I gave you to unlock the Tolobel cellar door. The 2 original salamanders are vicious creatures and have no respect for authority. Do any vicious creatures have respect for authority? Do reptiles have respect for authority? I don't think so.
Greetings.
I agree that it was probably all in my head and in no way possible, especially now that I think about the size of a lake skimmer and the size of a salamander. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I thank you for entertaining me. Oh, sure, I entertain myself too in the process, and they're plenty more skimmers, so they're not an endangered species or anything, so we're good. All right, and now we have the key, though. I assume. Yes, the terrible secret. Yeah, key to the salamander-infested cellar. Right, good. Well, since we have the key, I think the access was from the other side, but maybe we'll find it. It's easy. It's right here somewhere. Okay, more salamanders, of course. Okay. On this side? No? Okay. So it's all around. Going all around. On this side, maybe then? We'll get there, guys, I promise. Oh, yes, it is here. A little more hidden. Wow, that worked just like that, huh? That was a good quality key, man. Okay, so maybe they're further down. It's better preserved, of course. Wow, except this part where... Okay. So we have the Salamander Dam and the Salamander Sire. Okay. Good. Great. We defeated both of them. Defeated the Salamander Dam. And the Salamander Sire. Good. So... By the way, guys, I was right, I think. Well, not I think. I am sure I was right about the worm, and my answer to the riddle was correct. Though again, it could have been a drake. So I wasn't that sure about exactly what creature it was. But we did good, and we were a little lucky too. Okay, so let's bring this outer key to Humphrey Rumming. I don't know why he needs it, but...
Oh, dear.
Oh, you killed them? Poor things. I mean, well done. Well done indeed. At least I can leave this accursed place. I mean, well, perhaps there is a bit more to study here after all. Anyway, you've done a great deed here and helped the pursuit of knowledge immensely. Immensely, I say. Of course, it was nothing I couldn't have handled myself. I was just letting you learn a little yourself. Sure. Go talk to the rangers on the island far to the east and tell them that I am very displeased with their handling of the salamander problem. A great lore master can only do so much, and at some point the rangers should have stepped in. Now give me back my key. Great.
You startled me.
You return to the rangers and tell them that Humphrey Remming is very displeased with their treatment of the salamander problem. They should have done something earlier, and not left it all to Humphrey Remming, great lore master though he is. Yes. Let's see, what? But what about you, Locator? Are you trying to keep him company forever, indefinitely? That's a horrible idea. Like, helping him, that's okay, but like just standing here with him in his company does not bode well for either of you, really. I guess rangers can be so lazy that they won't even leave the company of madmen. And again, I'm not trying to be offensive here. So the qualities of the mind are tricky, and you know, it's okay if people have mental problems. Sometimes they're not really problems. Sometimes it's just that they see reality in different ways. But what I was trying to say is when it's like, when it doesn't make sense, and I don't mean logically, but in terms of life, then it's harmful, right? You wanna have your own way and not be influenced too much by the minds of others, right? Whether they be sane or not. Anyways, I digressed here. Let's go back to Tinodir and talk to Kala Terdir about the terrible secrets of the salamanders and see what he has to say about it. Okay, here we are. Where was this person? Okay. Oh, they're further that way. Okay. I see. That's fine. Good. So, I'm actually quite curious as to what they have to say about it. And why this particular ranger has anything to do with the... Please return to Till Ruin and to solve the riddle of the salamanders. Oh yeah, sure. He did actually send us there in the first place. Okay. I'm a little stupid I'm sorry. Here we go.
How can I be of service?
Welcome back, Possible. I had begun to fear for your safety. What have you learned? Indeed, an amazing story. That mad old man. It is a pity we're unable to patrol these lands better, or we should never have permitted him to go near those ruins. It may be that these salamanders will never be fully driven from the area now, but at least we know their origin. If what Roaming said is true, it also may be that your actions have slowed their spread. I think so. I believe so. I thank you too for that. Great. Good. Well, I think, my friends, this is a good stopping place for this episode. I shall see you soon. Be wary, stranger. We do not see and hear all that passes in these hills. Yeah, sure. Not everything. If you stay in one place, you can't see and hear everything. Anyways, guys, enjoy life. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.